for a teenager or for the youngsters of today, meditation is quite hard. I'll have to say that, because sitting at one place with like being idle, at least externally, it isn't an easy task to do. So what do you suggest for youngsters? How do they start off with meditation? Even I myself find meditating quite a bit difficult. How do we
Sure.
start?
At the outset, let me say that not only youngsters, but even young at hearts like us, we all need to meditate. And not only youngsters like you, but even young at hearts who are even in their 50s and 60s and 70s need not find it comfortable to meditate. It's not about the age, it's
Hmm.
about the practice. Okay. So I've seen some people I've come across, even in their 60s, they find it difficult to even sit at a place because they're not used to it. That's one. Because it is tough. I mean, firstly, why is it tough? Is because people have defined meditation, and I'm not being generalistic. I'm just saying that there are some who have defined or understood meditation as sitting at one place. No, it doesn't mean that you have to sit at one place. You can even meditate while doing an activity. I'll tell you what. Let me elaborate. Otherwise, you'll be like, what is he talking about? I thought meditation is sitting at 3 o'clock in the morning in a Ardha Siddhasana posture. That is the highest level, yes. But meditation, please understand, Sparsh, and to all the viewers, what I have learned is meditation is about applying attention to media or a medium. Okay, applying. So what I do is I explain that further. Okay, it is applying absolutely full on attention to something that is very positive. And that's actually true. So, what I don't like to prescribe personally is sitting in one place, okay, and trying to say that I'm now going to go blank.
Hmm.
I'm going to keep my mind blank. That's the worst for me because I rather have something positive inside my mind than completely blank. And if you're blank and I don't want to have any thoughts in my mind, that itself is a thought. I mean, if you're really blank, you should not be even knowing that you're blank because you knowing that you're blank itself is a thought. The thought that, oh, I'm blank. The thought that I have no thought is what a hypocrisy. You can't. So that's a very different stage of meditation, which, when you practice for years and all, then you reach a different level. And those people don't even define it as meditation. I mean, they call it, for them, it is merging with the super consciousness. Coming back to you, the youngsters who you represent, or the younger hearts that I represent, how do you meditate? I would say it is preferred that you sit because in Hindi or in Sanskrit, there's a word called sthirata, as in steadiness. If you keep walking and all, you're already getting a little, you're getting distracted bodily as a body as well. You're moving around. So preferably, to your question, how can we do it where we don't feel that, oh, it's tough, is sit at one place. If you can't sit on the floor in a yogic posture, sit on a chair, but keep your spinal cord straight and do simple activities which will be meditation only. For example, I'll tell you which types of meditation you can do. One meditation you can do is by applying your attention to a medium called sound. For example, suppose I'm doing it right now in front of you. Is you sit with your back straight. I'm sitting right now on a sofa, but of course I'm sitting in a Ardha Siddhasana posture. I like to sit with my cross legs, but you can sit straight, with your feet to the floor. So watch me. So how will I meditate? It's like this. Meditation on sound. I close my eyes, I take a deep breath, and I tell myself that when I say that sound, I will completely try my best to focus and listen to that sound, which is this. Oh. Oh. If you can just take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, simply say the not om, but and just concentrate on that. That is also meditation, because those vibrations will have an effect on your mind, inside your body. But if you concentrate on it, you are also you're completely detaching yourself from other thoughts, because your focus is now on the sound of the om. So it's called om meditation. The other meditation is no sound. It is in a way sound, but not the sound that you create like om. It is called the soham or the hamsa meditation, which is feeling your own inhalation and exhalation. It's called soham or hamsa. So it's very the simplest meditation. It's same posture, but when you inhale through your nose, keeping the mouth closed, you try and listen to the hiss, like.
Got it.
Now I'm purposely creating a sound so you can hear it, but actually others should not hear it. You should be able to hear that. And then and while you're doing that, what do you think? Is you think that you're inhaling purity and you're exhaling impurity. You're inhaling positive energy, you're exhaling negative energy. You're inhaling positive thoughts, you're exhaling negative thoughts. If you think like that, and if you do the breathing like this, just do it for 5 minutes. One of the misconceptions some of the youngsters also have is meditation means you have to sit early in the morning at a particular time called Brahma Muhurta. And that happens because people read a lot, right? It is the best. At that time, they say that a lot of yatis or sadhus and monks at 3:30, 3 o'clock, they start meditating. So that entire atmosphere is filled up with positive energy. But is it practical for all of us to get up at 2:30 in the morning? No, let's be honest about it. You might do it once or twice because you're excited. But if you want to, and to feel the effects of meditation, Sparsh, consistency is very important. You just can't wake up one morning and say, oh, it's 2:30, let me do, and then after 6 months again wake up. It has to be consistent. It's the same with anything that you do and you want to develop mastery, isn't it? Like if you want to become Sachin Tendulkar, like him, you have to go to the nets and practice every day. So even for you to practice meditation, you and feel the effects of it, you need to do this every day. But what I've shown you, Sparsh, the Om meditation or the Soham meditation are very, very practical for youngsters as well. Don't wake up that early. Now, we all wake up typically by 7:30, 6:30, maybe, because we all have college or work. Once you have your bath, before you are in a hurry to leave or hurry to sit on your laptop for your work from home or something, we spend time, right, for breakfast. Why can't we spend time a little bit for this? So sit for 3 minutes. Do that. The misconception some people have is meditation means you have to sit for hours. Not really. You can sit. It's not about how many hours you sit. It's about in even a minute, how effective you are. I mean, there are people who sit for 45 minutes, but of the 45 minutes, 40 minutes they're thinking about this and that. They keep checking the phone, but they technically say, I can sit for 45 minutes. Are you really meditating? After some time, the legs start, getting numb. Then your mind starts moving around. You don't want to, but because you feel, oh, I want to tell the world that I'm meditating for a long time. So we have to be practical. Sit for 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. If you want to extend it, maybe 10 minutes. It's up to you. But it's about what you do in the process. I would want you to, all the viewers, if you're interested, start doing it. Start actually sitting. Like after you watch this interview and you watch this clip, even to you, Sparsh, don't unintentionally procrastinate. You say, okay, already it's afternoon, it's 11:30. Okay, the session is over. So Sparsh, you will say to yourself in the evening, before the dinner and all happens, I'll wash my face, I'll refresh myself, and I want to start today itself. So I'm going to sit with my back straight. If I can sit on the floor, fine. Otherwise, on the chair, back straight. And as Mayur has said, I'll start at least doing the deep breathing, and I'll start listening to my breath. Let's see how it comes across. So, Om meditation, Sparsh, are you clear? Right? You got it? Then comes the meditation on your breathing. The third one is also important. It's a little more specific. It is chanting. So in your mind, you can chant something very simple as Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
You can just
usually do that. Like,
Om Namah Shivaya. Yeah. Yeah.
whenever I try to meditate, what I do is I sit on the floor and I mentally chant Om Namah Shivaya. That often
Yeah.
helps.
But in exactly. So that is another, the third way is you chant something, but in your mind. Huh? Try to do that in your mind. Don't say it loud. The power of mental chanting is far more than the power of just chanting it aloud. And whenever you sit, Sparsh, and to all the viewers, when you say, okay, I'm going to start the meditation, ensure that your entire body is dynamically still. Your entire body is dynamic, not dynamic, straight and still. Try not to fidget. Don't try to move your fingers. Don't do this and all. Just sit. That sthirata, that steadiness helps you also a lot in feeling the effects of meditation.